But our top story this evening is Battleground Gujarat. That's right. Finally, the bugle has been sounded. The Election Commission today announced the much-awaited and some would say much-delayed dates for the Assembly elections in Gujarat. The elections will now be held in two phases. The first phase of voting will take place on the 9th of December. The second phase on the 14th. Election results will be out on the 18th of December, along with that of Himachal Pradesh. The Model Code of Conduct has now come into force, which means that the SOP season is finally over. This time, paper trail will be used, which means voters will get to know where their votes have gone if they so decide. It's our top story today because this has become a prestige battle for Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi. Let's take a look at just why Gujarat is the battle now for the government and the opposition.
Gujarat is Modi, Modi is Gujarat. It might sound more than a bit arrogant for the BJP, that's a stated truth. For 16 years, Modi's writ has been the final word in Gujarat for both the party and the government. But to see the Prime Minister blitz the state with road shows and rallies, one might think the man is fighting the battle of his life.
सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल, इस पार्टी ने, इस परिवार ने उनके साथ क्या व्यवहार किया, वो इतिहास गवाह है दोस्तों। मोरारजी भाई को हर प्रकार से नेस्त नाबूद करने के लिए ये परिवार पूरी ताकत से जुड़ गया था। जब गुजरात का चुनाव आता है, उनको बुखार जरा ज्यादा आता है। इस परिवार और इस पार्टी के लिए गुजरात आंख में हमेशा चुभता रहा।
For Modi, the battle for Gujarat is a mooch ki baat, a matter of honor. He might win 100 elections, but none of it would make up for the bitterness of a defeat in Gujarat. Even a dip in the seat share would be seen as a disaster. He knows it. His General Amit Shah knows it. His party knows it. And his rival Rahul Gandhi definitely knows it. The BJP government is taking no chances. In the last 2 weeks, a series of SOPs have been announced, promises worth 11,000 crore rupees, more than enough to invite a jibe from Rahul Gandhi, who called it a jumlon ki barish. But what would worry the PM more than these pot shots is the mounting anger over his two major economic measures, demonetization and GST. Prime Minister Modi would stomach such pot shots too. It comes from the Gandhis, a family that has lorded over the country for decades. What certainly is hurting Modi are the allies Rahul has chosen in the battle. The three young Turks, Alpesh Thakur, Jignesh Mevani and Hardik Patel. One of them, Hardik, is too young to even fight an election. That an uprising of Patels, Dalits, OBCs and traders happened right under their nose probably exposes the complacency of the BJP. Even though opinion polls say the alliance won't be a match for Modi's election juggernaut, the BJP would be cautious. Prime Minister Modi, more than anybody else, knows the match is not over till the last ball is bowled. Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, the prestige battle for Gujarat. Now remember, last night I brought you the results of the India Today Axis My India poll for Gujarat, and this is what that poll had said. First, take a look at projected vote share. In terms of projected vote share, we had suggested the BJP could get as much as 48% and the Congress would be roughly 38%. So a 10% gap, not too dissimilar to what happened in 2012. How does this all translate into seats? This is what our poll had suggested. When you look at that vote share, it translates into seats in the 182-member assembly, the BJP getting between 115 and 125, the Congress well behind 56 to 65, 57 to 65, and others, including Hardik Patel, not really opening his account, and there could be just a couple of seats for the others. So, as per our poll, the BJP is set to win Gujarat again. But is it really that easy? What's actually happening on the ground? Today, another twist was added to the Gujarat tale when the young Patidar leader Hardik Patel found that a non-bailable warrant was issued against him by a Gujarat court. Patel has also lashed out at the BJP after CCTV visuals of him meeting Congress leaders went viral on social media and television channels. He accused the Gujarat government of snooping on him. The battle for Gujarat has truly begun.
સમગ્ર દેશમાં એક ભારત શ્રેષ્ઠ ભારતનું અભિયાન ચલાવીએ
2030 में चांद को नरेंद्र मोदी धरती पे ले आएंगे.
After a full-blown political controversy, the Election Commission spelled out the Gujarat poll schedule.
9th December for first phase and 14th December for second phase. Date of counting will be 18th December for both the phases.
But the poll bugle came on a day of intense political intrigue. Partidar leader Hardik Patel, who has hinted at backing the Congress party, was caught on CCTV entering room 224 of the Taj Hotel in Ahmedabad after Rahul Gandhi. Despite his denials, the images from Monday mysteriously leaked gave ammunition to the BJP. While the videos failed to reveal what transpired inside the hotel room, the 23-year-old Partidar leader is on the back foot. The Congress, which has mounted a high decibel campaign, cried victim.
वो कोई एब्सकॉन्डर नहीं है, कोई क्रिमिनल्स नहीं है, कोई अपराधी है नहीं कि वो भगोड़े हों और इसलिए वो क्यों मिलना आ गए हों. तो ये समझ के परे क्यों ये हरकतें की जा रही है.
It is a battle of perception and the 4.5 crore voters in the state will decide who wins. However, even in a country where elections are hardly devoid of controversies, this is a new low. Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, and India Today's Mayuresh Ganpate spoke to the newsmaker of the moment, the Partidar leader Hardik Patel, a 24-year-old who many believe could offer a challenge to the dominance of the BJP over the powerful Patel community. Listen in.
एक चुनाव की बात करें, आज घोषणा हुई है गुजरात के चुनाव की. 2 पड़ाव में चुनाव होगा. 9 तारीख और 14 तारीख जो है वो घोषित की गई है. कैसे देखते हैं आप चुनाव के माहौल को इस बार, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं एक्स फैक्टर्स जो है, जो हार्दिक, जिग्नेश और अल्पेश, ये जो 3 एक्स फैक्टर है वो कहीं ना कहीं जो है वो काम कर रहे हैं इस बार.
नहीं, काम करने की बात नहीं, मुद्दों की राजनीति करनी चाहिए, अपने खुद की राजनीति नहीं. जब तक मुद्दों की राजनीति नहीं होगी आपको किसी भी पार्टी सहयोग नहीं देगी. मेरा मुद्दा है, मुझे रिजर्वेशन चाहिए, किसानों का कर्जा माफी होनी चाहिए और लोगों को रोजगार मिलना चाहिए. बस इसी मुद्दे के लिए मैं लड़ता हूँ. और आज से नहीं, जब से मैं पॉलिटिकली या सामाजिक तरीके, सोशल तरीके जब से बाहर आया तब से यही 3 मुद्दे मेरे लिए पॉलिटिकली मुद्दा नहीं है. और मुझे विश्वास है कि अगर मैं अपने मुद्दों पर अड़ा रहूँगा तो मैं जरूर इसमें हम जीत पाएंगे.
आप भाजपा का जो है वो विरोध कर रहे हैं क्योंकि भाजपा यहाँ पे सरकार में और आपको रिजर्वेशन नहीं दे रही, आपके मुद्दे नहीं उठा रही. लेकिन भाजपा का ये कहना है कि हार्दिक पटेल जो है वो कांग्रेस के एजेंट है और वो छुप छुप के मिलते हैं.
बड़ी बात तो ये है कि कांग्रेस का एजेंट मैं हूँ या सारी जनता ये बता दे. अगर ये कह देती है कि हाँ पूरा पाटीदार समाज कांग्रेस का एजेंट है, तब हमें समझ में आ जाएगा कि हमें क्या करना है. वो सिर्फ बातें घुमा घुमा कर करते हैं. और मिलने की बात तो मैं तो खुलकर मिलता हूँ. मैं नीतीश कुमार से खुल से मिला हूँ, उद्धव जी से खुल के मिला हूँ, हरीश रावत जी से खुल के मिला हूँ, ममता दीदी से खुल से मिलूंगा, राहुल गांधी को भी खुलकर मिलूंगा, सबको मैं मिलूंगा. मैं डरता नहीं किसी से मिलने में, क्योंकि मैं किसी आतंकवादी से नहीं मिल रहा.
तो पिछले सोमवार को आप राहुल गांधी को नहीं मिले थे होटल में जब आप गए थे तब?
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं मिला. अभी भी मैं कह रहा हूँ नहीं मिला. मेरी जो प्राइवेसी है उसको लीक किया गया है. और ये बहुत दुख की बात है कि अपनी प्राइवेसी जब लीक होती है, अपने खुद की प्राइवेसी जब लीक की जाती है, तो कहीं ना कहीं हमारे देश के अंदर कहीं ना कहीं हमारी डैमेज डेमोक्रेसी हो रही है, जो हमारे लिए दुख की बात है. अगर हमें सब लोगों को एकजुट रहना है तो हमें लोकतांत्रिक देश में जीना होगा. ये सब गलत हो रहा है.
प्राइवेसी कौन लीक कर रहा है आपको क्या लगता है?
भाजपा ही कर रहे हैं. उनका तो काम ही है महिला की जासूसी कराना, बाद में संजय जोशी की सेक्स सिटी बनाना, अब मेरी जासूसी कर रहे हैं. यार राहुल गांधी के पास एसपीजी कमांडो होता है यार, स्पेशल प्रोटेक्शन ग्रुप है. कैसे आप उन लोगों का सीसीटीवी लीकेज कर सकते हो? ये तो राहुल गांधी जैसे बड़े लोगों की भी बड़ी बात हुई ना. मुद्दा यही है कि कल मान लो उठकर कोई आईएएस या आईपीएस अपने बीवी या गर्लफ्रेंड के साथ जाएगा और भाजपा के खिलाफ वो मजबूताई से लड़ाई लड़ेगा या सत्ता के खिलाफ अच्छी सर्विस करेगा, तो क्या उसका भी आप वीडियो लीक कर दोगे? मतलब किसी की प्राइवेसी है नहीं है? ऐसे थोड़ी चलता है.
So Hardik Patel openly accusing the BJP of snooping on him and claiming that videos are being leaked of his meeting Congress leaders. Battleground Gujarat. Let me start first with the X factors. And there are 10 X factors I'm putting up today, and then I will come to my guest. The X factors that could decide this crucial battle for prestige. Is anger against GST and demonetization in Gujarat enough to influence voting patterns across the board? Or is it restricted to traders? Will a state election in his home state be fought on Modi's name or on local factors? Will the Patels assert their caste identity or will remain within the Hindutva framework? Are poorer groups, especially Adivasis and Kolis, still firmly with the BJP? Does the Congress have a booth-level organization in Gujarat to match the RSS's network? Is the youth voter in Gujarat a key factor in this election, represented by the younger generation of leaders? Is there a strong pro-Modi vote among women in particular, as our opinion poll had shown? Is there a sharp rural-urban divide in Gujarat, one of the most urbanized states in the country? Will communal identities play a role in Gujarat again? Will there be a polarization? And now my final question, is being the Prime Minister Mr. Modi's biggest advantage in his home state, or is it actually turning out to be a liability? I'm joined tonight by GBL Narasimha Rao, the battle-hardened spokesperson of the BJP, Sandeep Shastri, eminent political scientist, part of our crack team here at India Today, Uday Mahurkar, deputy editor at India Today, who's tracked Gujarat for longer than even Mr. Modi has been the chief minister of that state, and then prime minister, of course, now, and Amiben Yagnik, spokesperson of the Congress. I want to come, before I come to the politicians, to the expert, before we get into a tutu meme. Uday Mahurkar, you saw those 10 X factors I listed. Is there any one that stands out for you, which you believe will now decide the fate of Gujarat?
You see, the thing which you showed about youth is very important. You know, both Alpesh and Hardik, they command a following which comprises youth. And a youth which is born after 1995. You know, so they have not seen the Congress, you know, ruling in Gujarat. They have been born after BJP came to power, you know. Now, such people don't know the difference between Congress and BJP as BJP would like them to understand. I think that is the biggest challenge, you know.
So, are you saying there is this disaffected youth which wants jobs, which wants opportunities, and are gravitating therefore to younger leaders who are asserting their caste identity? In the case of Alpesh, the Thakur OBC identity. In the case of a Jignesh Mevani, a Dalit identity. In the case of Hardik Patel, a Patel identity.
No, I would slightly differ from that. You see, Hardik being in jail for 9 months gave him a halo of a martyr, you know.
And today they put a non-bailable warrant against him.
You see, the whole campaign against the BJP and Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah is being built around this whole thing about Tanashahi, you know. So what BJP has to beware is about Tanashahi charge. In everything, you know, not consulting people under GST, then action against what you call Hardik Patel, not announcing Gujarat's election date.
So there
on
is
the first day.
So you're saying there is an impression among the youth that Modi and Amit Shah are Tanashahs?
No. I would say arrogance, you know.
Arrogance. Okay,
not against them, but not against Mr. Modi at all, for that matter.
But against the BJP in general.
So the, you know, anti-incumbency of 20 years, and what people say there, I mean, sections of people, and with gels with what they are saying, you know, there is arrogance.
The arrogance.
There is an arrogance of BJP of 2020 because of 20 years of rule.
So people are saying.
And one exception is there in that. That is Vijay Rupani. Vijay Rupani has a very friendly face. When people criticize BJP about Tanashahi, they exclude Rupani.
Okay, I'll come back to you for more, Uday. Very interesting what you're saying, because Sandeep Shastri, Tanashahi, arrogance, whatever you call it, the fact though is that this has been a BJP citadel. And the gap between the Congress and the BJP roughly has been 10%. Now, presumably, therefore, to defeat the BJP, there has to be the kind of anger where the voters says anyone but Narendra Modi, anyone but Amit Shah, anyone but Mr. Rupani, do you really believe that disaffection against a GST or jobs on the ground can translate into that level of anger where a 10% vote swing can take place? Or a 5%?
Rajdeep, given what we have been discussing since yesterday,
yes,
I think it's very clear. It's very clear that the BJP's citadel in Gujarat is very difficult to breach, and I think your exit poll, your opinion poll clearly shows that. I'll just add 2-3 points. I think all your X factors are important, and I would suggest we should not look at these X factors in isolation, but look at how they crisscross each other very, very importantly. You were right in talking about demonetization and GST. Let's remember that when we did the Uttar Pradesh poll also, there was a little unhappiness with demonetization at that point of time. But people saw that as a personal unhappiness, but did not translate itself into unhappiness with the government, as they saw it as a anti-corruption drive, they saw it as a move to clean up the country, etc., etc. So here also, if there is dissatisfaction with certain measures of the government, is that strong enough to displace the existing government? And which brings me to my second point, Rajdeep, which I think is very important. I think the Congress is trying to piggyback on other three leaders who are not formally part of the Congress and take the opposition to the BJP forward. If you look at other states where Congress is really challenging the BJP, they have a strong regional leader in place. Be it a Amrinder Singh in Punjab, be it a Siddaramaiah in Karnataka, be it a Sachin Pilot in Rajasthan, or be it a Jyotiraditya Scindia in Madhya Pradesh. Such a leader is not really present for the Congress in Gujarat. I was going around Karnataka the last few days. All the Congress posters across the state do not have their national leaders. They have the state level leaders who are there in very big, and their photographs are there in large sizes, which we have never seen in the Congress in the past. So the challenge which the Congress faces in Gujarat is, have they done enough? Have they done enough to be able to capitalize on any anti-government sentiment? Or do we see, as some have said, the arrogance of the BJP, something like the Congress slogan of the early 1960s, vote for the opposition if you can find the opposition? Is that going to be the strong arrogance which you will see in the BJP this time around?
Okay, you know, it's very interesting because the two factors that seem to come out is either there has to be the level of anger where people say anyone but BJP, or the Congress has to throw up a really charismatic leader. Now, Amiben Yagnik, the fact is that you're relying on a Hardik Patel, or you are relying on an Alpesh Thakur, or relying on smaller local level leaders who are not even directly the faces of the Congress for the last 20 years, suggests there's a leadership vacuum. You've got Mr. Modi on one side, Amit Shah with him, powerful number one and number two most powerful leaders in the country. On the other hand, who does the Congress have?
Well, you have seen Congress has several leaders, but you are forgetting that the Honorable Prime Minister is the Prime Minister of the country and not of the BJP, and he has to come 5 times in 1.5 months to Gujarat, which shows that BJP has no leader in Gujarat. Now that settles, I think, the question. So coming back to the same question
hold on. It doesn't settle my question. It doesn't settle my question because you have to tell me who is going to take on Mr. Modi. Mr. Modi is a Gujarati. He's going to his home state. There's a sense of pride that the Gujarati has become Prime Minister. Who do you have to combat the Modi factor?
No, of course, that is what I'm trying to say, that the Honorable Prime Minister is the Prime Minister of the country. He is not going to come back as a Chief Minister. So who is he fighting for here? So he has to also name a leader. We have local leaders, but they are nowhere in the picture. They cannot stand on their own feet. And that is why this anger everywhere, a complete governance failure in Gujarat. Now you are talking about these 3 leaders on whom the Congress is going to fall back. Now that was not the situation, because the Congress felt that, well, if they want to come with us, they can come with us. That was an invitation to them. They are all anti-BJP, and that is why they have been continuously fighting for the rights, for justice, for fairness. And you have seen what has happened in the last 6 months of Alpesh, or 2 years of Alpesh, or 2 years of Patidar. There is no answer. And you find today, or in a couple of days past, that they have withdrawn cases, as many as 400 cases. Now, what kind of a governance model is this? What kind of a law and order situation is that? You file cases and then you withdraw at your own free will, keeping the legal system and the justice system aside. That means that you are using the law and order machinery for harassing the youth of the state. So that is one aspect.
Ma'am, you are moving like a bullet train now. Ma'am, you are moving like a bullet train. Let me press the pause button. You have made some interesting points, and I think you should respond to what you are hearing, GVL Narasimha Rao, because the Congress seems to suggest this election will be fought on local factors, on local leaders. This cannot be fought on Modi's persona anymore. He is not the Chief Minister of Gujarat, and therefore these youth leaders, the seeming Tanashahi which is being spoken about, arrogance of power, all of this will come together. The opposition hopes in a way to dent Mr. Modi in his own bastion. The Gujarat model is under question for the first time.
No, Rajdeep, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and National President Amit Shah ji are known as strong leaders. And there has been a huge dearth of strong leadership in this country. And opposition and people who are disaffected would generally try and pass it off as arrogance. There is difference between being strong leader and being an arrogant leader. And tell me, when was the last election in this country where there was no popular leader at the center of a campaign? Talk of every election, be it UP, Prime Minister was leading the campaign. Bihar, you had Nitish Kumar who pulled it off. You had every election, even Amrinder Singh in Punjab. This is an election where, except Prime Minister Modi and our own Chief Ministerial candidate in the state, Congress has absolutely no leadership.
No, one minute. No, they have leaders of Vijay Rupani's stature. No. I am asking you a simple question, Mr. Rao.
Rajdeep, it's unfair.
No, I will let you cut. I just want to ask you this. Is this election being fought on Mr. Modi's name or Mr. Rupani's name? Is it being fought on the fact that Mr. Modi is your #1 leader in Gujarat as well? Is it being fought on the Modi model?
Rajdeep, in the elections, you need a central figure who can actually activate your support base. In Uttar Pradesh, it was Narendra Modi. He was the one who pulled off the campaign, although he was not a chief ministerial candidate. In Gujarat, we have him as the main vote puller. In addition, we also have a chief minister who is acceptable to the entire support base, to the entire electorate of Gujarat. Even to the Congress supporters in Gujarat, you will not hear them say anything negative about my chief minister. So as far as the Congress is concerned, Rahul Gandhi is actually a drag. He actually pulls the Congress down. And there is no one in the Congress who can actually be, who is acceptable to the entire Congress support base. Waghela could have been that particular central factor. But today, having left the Congress, I think Waghela also has diminished as a factor, and Congress is completely orphaned. Congress is rudderless, leaderless, both in the state and at the national level, and that will further drag the Congress down compared to 2012.
You are both going like bullet trains.
A 10 percentage point gap, which we see, which will widen in the run-up to the campaign.
You know, you are both going like bullet trains, but I just want to press a pause button before Amibin Yagnik plunges in. Is this election, Uday Bhai, being fought on local factors, on issues that traders are worried about GST, farmers have been worried about lack of water in some parts of Gujarat? Are they being fought on those local issues, anti-incumbency against local MLAs 3 times elected, or are they being fought on the fact that we've got a Prime Minister at last from Gujarat?
There are local factors which are playing a big role as of now.
Yes.
But then BJP has to change its strategy. You see, this whole thing about Vikas, you know, if you see the figures, pre-1995 figures and post-1995 figures when BJP has been in power, on most parameters, BJP wins hands down, you know, on most developmental parameters. If you look the progress which Gujarat has made from 1998 to 2017, it is phenomenal in many cases, you know. See the per capita income. It was 13,000 in 1995. It is now 1,41,000.
My point though is,
so the BJP has to basically, you see, the survey also shows that Modi's governance in Delhi has got 74% support. 74% people say that it is good or very good.
Yes, but at the same time, more than half are angry with demonetization, more than half are angry with GST.
But still, GST and demonetization are not the only issues. He has done work on a wide spectrum, you know.
So you are saying the Modi, the Modi model still holds. You're saying the Modi model still holds.
It holds 100%.
I mean, when Yagnik respond to that, Uday Mahurkar says there is still a sense, and our survey showed that more than 65 to 70% said Mr. Modi is doing
74%.
74% said Mr. Modi is doing a decent job. So you are having to combat the Modi factor.
Yes, exactly. Your question is so interesting, that 74% Modi magic. So that is what I am asking, that is Mr. Modi going to come back as Chief Minister if that magic has to work for Gujarat? What about the Gujarat model? And why is it that the BJP just runs hairy scary when Rahul Gandhi visits Gujarat? Is Amit Shah, the party Adhyaksh, also going to be contesting, or is he the face of the Modi magic model in Gujarat? So when Rahul Gandhi comes, the Honorable Prime Minister has to rush here to save his party. He has to come 5 times. The delay in the election dates, the practically announcing of some hundreds of schemes and soaps and all kinds of projects. Suddenly you remember that you have not come out with these projects in the last 1 year. You have a bag full of projects which you want to lay foundation, you want to inaugurate. So what are you trying to tell the people of the state? That here are the before election days, I am announcing these schemes. I have to come here because I find that Rahul Gandhi is getting acceptance. Rahul Gandhi is being loved by the people of Gujarat. So you run here for 5 times and you find that there is no local leader to answer any question.
GVL Narasimha Rao, somewhere is the BJP a little bit, for the first time in Gujarat in a long time, on the defensive. You had to withdraw the cases that you had piled up against the Patidar community leaders. There are allegations you have bribed them with money to switch sides. Many of Hardik's supporters. Today, Hardik Patel is telling India Today that the BJP is snooping on me. Are you all worried? Is there a sense of nervousness creeping into the BJP for the first time in your citadel?
No, Rajdeep, I think unlike the Congress party, which will be complacent, which Rahul Gandhi will be unflustered, even if he knows he gets 7 seats in Uttar Pradesh, 6 seats. Even with 326, you will find the BJP flustered, you will see us harried, we would like to do more. We are a party which wants to maximize, we want to fire all our cylinders. We want to maximize our performance. We see this is the time where we have to put in all our hard work. We have to reach out to the people. Right. We have to activate our support base. So this is no sign of panic. This is a sign of strength. We, like you expect sportsmen on the day of the match, in the run-up to the match, you will exercise, you will work hard, you will practice so that you can give your best performance. I think that if that is seen as a sign of panic, I think you will be completely reading the body language wrong.
Can I bring in Sandeep Shastri? Because there is a point in what GVL is saying. The BJP in Gujarat in particular is a party which has always been more hungry for success than the Congress. And they have built a very strong network, the VHP, the Vadmasi Kalyan Kendra, the RSS itself. On the ground, last mile connectivity of the BJP is much stronger than the Congress. In an election, would you agree that that election machine of the RSS will eventually overwhelm whatever the Congress may have to offer?
Beyond a shadow of doubt, Rajdeep, the fact that they have been in power for so many years and consolidated their position has been their biggest strength. And what is also working to their advantage is the inability of the Congress party to come up with an effective strategy. In fact, you have seen a turning of tables in a sense. What the BJP is doing in Gujarat today is essentially what Mrs. Indira Gandhi did years ago, of leading a campaign fully from the center, hand-picked chief ministers who are beholden to the central leadership. This is the exact strategy which Mrs. Gandhi had in the past, which today is the BJP's strategy. As a counter strategy in other states, what Congress is trying, because of the failure of its national leadership, is to develop mass-based leaders at the regional level, be it, as I said, a Siddaramaiah in Karnataka or a Amrinder Singh in Punjab. But then such a leader does not seem to be present in Gujarat, and that's where their strategy is failing, and that's where they are not able to capitalize on possibly any anti-incumbency feeling that may have been there. And the fact that the Congress spokesperson says that we are welcoming these three leaders who are also anti-BJP, which means the Congress is trying to ride piggyback not on its leadership but on an external leadership, which I think is where the failure of strategy to a certain extent of opposing the BJP in Gujarat lies.
Let me leave it there. Nice to have no crosstalk on the program. Very, very interesting views, and this is only the beginning. Over the next 45 days, much can change in Gujarat. There's a thali on offer in Gujarat of politics over the next 45 days. Thank you all very much for joining me. My take, where do we stand? Gujarat is more than just another state election. This is an election where the Prime Minister's prestige is at stake. Forget defeat. He cannot afford any dip in the BJP's vote share. For the Congress, they have less to lose. But after UP, they don't want a wipeout either. With issues like jobs and GST expected to play a role, Gujarat could set a template for general election 2019. Fact though is, Gujarat is a BJP citadel, and to expect a dramatic change would require a level of anger among voters which would lead the voter to want anyone but BJP. That seems unlikely for now. The key though is the ability of the Congress to capitalize on the disaffection among a section of the voters. In the end, the RSS organization machine and the Modi charisma with a sense of Hindu identity means it is still advantage BJP in Gujarat.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.